What's going on is the Wolf, and we are back with another episode of the Wolf Has Spoken podcast.
Yes, sir.
And today, which is the same day as the day earlier,
Minutes later,
I find myself still joined by the one and only Q, but I'm also joined by my guy Sean.
What's going on, everybody?
Now, Sean has a platform called Shut Up Sean, but on this platform, Sean will not be shutting up.
I promise you I won't.
Because Sean, first, before we get into what he do, he's here to clear some shit up.
That shit was only one time. It was a real shitty day. I had called
No pun
into the
intended.
TikToks, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't leave doo-doo residue.
Nah,
outside of that one time.
Yeah, one time.
nah, we don't even got the same. We got in our crib. We got two different bathrooms.
So
I
she
go to
shouldn't
another
even know
bathroom.
what shit.
Why you in my area?
Understood.
Just
I
looking
don't
for shit to
go-
She
complain
shouldn't
about.
even know what type of shit you getting
Yeah,
into.
I don't go look at your eyelashes on the counter.
Yeah, like,
But
oh,
no,
shit.
Fight back,
The
fight
shade.
back, Sean. Fight back.
The shade. No,
feel me?
but Sean, typically most of the time you're behind the camera doing the production things. But you also are on camera and you're very vocal, not just vocal, but instrumental in helping men get funding. So your fiance has the pink print. What's the name of your business?
It's called Granite. Grant IT.
Granted.
Yeah, Granite.
That's fire. That's
clever,
good play on
Right?
He's
I
good.
thought that when I came over this
Yeah,
shit,
that
I
boy
was like,
smart.
oh, damn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So granted, so tell us a little bit about it and how you got into it.
So all right, bet. I'll start with the production side first because it led into that. So I'm the producer for the Rich and Unemployed.
Oh,
She's
look
like,
at
you know,
the
that's
camera,
yours.
yeah.
Bet.
Woman got to guide me through
right?
everything.
This nigga
I
can't do
should know
nothing
this
right.
shit, right?
I wanted to talk to that one.
So I'm actually the executive producer for the Rich and Unemployed podcast, #1 podcast in the world. No offense, guys.
Talk heavy,
Well,
talk
I'll tell you
heavy.
no
It's second fiscal.
What that did,
Yeah, Q.
what
Fuck you
that
talking about.
did was it led me because I'm from North Carolina, bro. I come from where there ain't no fucking information,
Yeah.
at all. And that led me into
No
meeting
internet,
people.
no Wi-Fi.
Nah, bro, no, it's
Motherfuckers
barely
just-
internet around there.
Them
Nah, for
motherfuckers
real.
just living out there like the Amish.
Bro, it's a tobacco field behind my house.
Oh shit, no, this is for real.
Slavery, got it.
like
Cool.
like 27 minutes down the street, I can go visit the plantation where my ancestors was.
That's crazy.
It's that type of shit. down
All
there.
right, the conversation just took a real turn.
Facts.
Shit got deep.
Call him
So,
Django.
so, right?
Nigga said, my grandpa freed the slaves.
I'm not one of those niggas, you know what I'm saying?
but go ahead. We're gonna let you go ahead.
But yeah, so working on that show, you know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to work with Finesse and he let me build with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would start trading my services for my camera services for like shit that I'm hearing these motherfuckers
so this is
talk
technical prostitution.
about. Got you. You know what I'm
But
saying?
this is
Gotta hold that
production
camera out.
prostitution. I respect it.
Yeah. So I got somebody to fix my credit, and I shot for them.
That's smart.
And then I met her through that. So when
shit.
got together,
Fire.
you know what I'm saying? When we got together, I'm all production. I'm only doing production, making courses about, how to do podcasting and things like that. And but I knew it was one sector I wanted to go into. I just didn't know what sector that was. I wanted to help people, but I also want to make money and I also want to be around the financial world.
Yeah.
Because if you be around, I'm now around 6 millionaires at a time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how I can become that seventh one. You know what I'm saying? And she had a community, and she was always heavily on grants. And then she started a full writing grant agency. So when I bought my time back from my production company, because I got the podcast running smoothly, you know what I'm saying?
A system in place.
You know what I mean? And I started working with her, like helping, the clients apply for grants. Seeing what the back end actually is, seeing actually what the whole process was from beginning to end, what I realized was, we did amazing work for women, amazing work for women, but ain't nobody doing it for the men. Nobody. I didn't see nobody actually. I seen people talk about it. I seen people, have pages and putting up grants, but nobody's actually helping them get down to it, actually providing the services to maximize their chances of winning grants. So that's why I came into it. I was like, all right, let me go out. Let me take a couple months, try to win my first grant, won 45 racks. And after that, I felt comfortable
Offering it as a service.
Yeah.
That
I
makes
can't
sense.
just use her name as clout. You know what I'm saying?
You said you can't or you can?
I can't.
Oh, you can't, yeah.
Yeah, I can't because I would drag her down if I didn't really know what the hell I was
Oh,
doing.
I get what you're saying. Because of the association.
Exactly.
No, it makes sense because whether you wanted to associate yourself with her or not, the moment they know, they're going to say, "Oh, she must have told him," or "He must know," so you're going to benefit off her likeliness.
Yeah, and that's cool but I can't drag her down. So I really have to be on my shit.
that makes
It's almost
sense.
more pressure than just learning it by yourself.
No, that makes perfect
And she
sense.
did teach me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Shout out to Stormy.
directly and indirectly. Big shout out to Stormy.
Yeah, big shout out to
You
Stormy.
know what I'm saying?
She's actually she's multifaceted. She's the production assistant right now. She's actually
Right?
running the show.
So that's what you know me tell you why I fucked with her more than anything?
Talk to me.
One time, right, I wanted to shoot some content, and her being all this, you know, she got all these accolades, she's doing all this shit. She picked up and held the camera for me like she's a regular person. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Strong
Like
black
that's
woman right
be the
there.
little
man.
things.
This
The little
queen
things.
right there, man.
feel
No, dead serious. Shout out to her.
No,
Like,
for some reason
shout
I
out to
feel
this
like
whole
Q,
story.
I feel like Q fiance won't record his content. He's throwing something.
no. She recorded horribly though. It was fucking.
yeah.
Yo, she did a selfie by accident somehow. Fucking did the walls. Like no,
She's willing.
She
She's just not
down,
able.
but I'd be like, why the? Like,
Yeah,
shout out
that's
to her for
fucking
being
hilarious.
willing.
Yeah,
And I
nah.
gotta
She
give
was
my-
willing and did it good.
Yeah, I gotta give my girl credit because she had to be patient because I be snapping. Yo, because I take this shit serious. Yo, come on, hold the camera like this. What are you doing? Like, no, why's your hand under the
Why your
microphone? You're
hand
not gonna hear
shaking?
shit. Nothing. You know what I mean? And she just be with it. So that's dope though.
Not facts. But yeah.
Or you're not. I didn't want to cut you
No,
off.
no.
All right, cool. So, on another note, kind of related about men, we're gonna fight back a little because you know your fiance she was putting smut on men name.
Yeah. I fight for men.
As you should.
I am not a feminist.
As you should. Yeah.
I am a manamist.
I'm only a part-time feminist. You know,
facts.
different episode. Fuck them. Yeah.
I told y'all Q is a chameleon.
I love that shit.
He's gonna act like
But-
whoever he's around.
But so let's I see the smoke you're trying to do. But so let's see what y'all think about one thing she said about men having tender egos. We didn't really get into
Oh,
that
yeah,
with the last
I wanted
episode.
to and didn't get
yeah.
to
So
it.
what do y'all think about do men have tender egos or what is your thoughts?
I think it's important for men to have big egos, right? If you don't have a huge ego, if you don't really believe that you are number one, I think I'm better than every man in the goddamn world.
You're supposed to.
And I
Fuck
can't
you,
be
nigga.
with around another nigga that.
Yeah, cause now I gotta turn myself down. Cause now I feel like I'm offending you.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't got the. No, you supposed to think you that nigga.
You feel me?
You feel me?
And so I think that when women see they have a tender egos, they're literally psychologically bred from the time they was born to be able to pick apart a man's ego.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So
Well, it's a fact to me.
I think it's
that is a fact.
No, I
That's
think
a wolf fact.
Sigmund Freud. You know?
He didn't put a psychologist on this
Yeah.
motherfucker. The nigga who invented psychology.
Biogenetically engineered to be able to do this. Like,
Well, because they wouldn't survive if they couldn't.
No, that's a fact.
Imagine, you know what I'm saying? Imagine when there was kings and shit. You know what I'm saying? They literally would not survive if they could not deal and finagle their ego. Now, what it's turned into today is it's a way for them to get things that they want.
Exactly.
So then they know how to press those buttons to make us tender.
I feel like they lost that. I feel like, to your point, in those times, I feel like women understood how to play the damsel in distress to get what they want. Like if I play like I don't get it, he's gonna, cause it feeds our ego.
Yeah.
I feel like these women are just straight out to destroy our egos. Like y'all don't need it. Get rid of
government,
it.
man.
You know what I mean? Y'all, they tender, but it's like they not. Like it's one thing to have a big ego and know how to tame your ego. Cause I don't feel like we should be having like it's something having a weak ego. You know what I mean? Where it's just like. You know, we could interchange the words. Let's just say a big ego versus an ego that's just like, it's fragile, a fragile ego. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. Like, yes, I take pride in being this type of man and I want to be great. And because at the end of the day, without it, you'll lack the self-confidence. Now, when you have a fragile ego, you need the external validation to feel like a man.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the difference that they don't dissect. It's like, I don't need your external validation. I just think within, this is a me thing. This ego
why are you trying to tear me down?
you know, and I literally say this straight to my guy. I'd be like, listen, like, you know, I'm big on feeling like whatever. I could do whatever the fuck I say I want to do.
Facts.
And you can too. So like, I don't give a fuck what they on. Like, that's cool for them, but I'm more so internally focused on what we trying to do. And I'm not saying that she just always presenting what they on, but it's just like, that's just how I approach it. Like, listen, you have to see, if I say I'm building a production company and I tell you it's going to be the biggest production company around, you need to see from that perspective, not from the perspective of, or it will help for you to see from that perspective, not from the perspective of where we not at yet. And I feel like that's where the ego coming at. But if a nigga didn't have that sense of confidence, and it was, I'm talking about like a tamed ego where you know how to turn it on and off, you know what I mean? Then a motherfucker would just feel like whatever the world says is what goes.
Yeah. And I actually, you know what I'm saying? Because I think this is important for men too. Like, you might go through a time where that ego gets turned down and you never want to been through that. Because I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? Where like you start questioning yourself and
Talk about it.
You start not feeling like you are that motherfucking nigga.
Talk about it.
And
What was those times for you?
I could be honest, man. It was really. I can say it in the last 6 months. It was maybe like a 2-month period where I was not myself. You know what I'm saying? I was not. I didn't have that dog no more. I wouldn't even say it was like I got comfortable.
No, I get it.
It wasn't that I got comfortable. It was just that sometimes when you're around so much, you be like, "Fuck, how the fuck am I gonna do this?" But that's the wrong question to ask. Is why haven't I done it yet? And what things do I have to do to get to it?
What it's going to take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and to your point, I went through that.
Solution-based.
So when I wrote my first book, Cheating is Not Cheating, I see it's so crazy because I feel like,
Well, first of all, talk about.
damn.
I love that title.
Oh, you love it?
Yeah.
Cheating is not cheating. We can unpack. But so when I was riding the success of that, you know, the book is everywhere. They talking about the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, E-News, like this little different shit is happening. You follow what I'm saying? And it's like, I started to be the success of the book, and I was losing sight of all the hustle and grind I put in to be the person I am. So I started to ride on, oh shit, if I post this and it ain't going crazy, then that mean I'm declining type shit.
Facts.
And then the worst thing I could have did in that time frame and that mindset was move to Atlanta, because now you're around shit and you don't know what's real. Like on your timeline, everything looks so put together, but then when you go there, everything is really put together.
Atlanta's not a real place.
It's not a real place. And when people say that, I know it became a trend to say, but it's like, nah, bro. You could really walk in the motherfucking brunch spot to get breakfast. I was trying to get pancakes. Why is it a fucking table dance here? Or why is it hookah? Or why is it? And then on top of that, you'll realize that why is it cameras here? So this isn't even a real scene. This was Love and Hip Hop.
Facts, yeah.
What the fuck? So then when you get around that, and then you don't know who really got motion. See, in Philly, and you from Carolina, so I'm pretty sure it's like the people that got it going on, even if you were just that nigga in football or basketball, you kind of knew who the men was who had it going on. You knew who the women was that had it going on. When you go out there, it's like everybody look like they got it going on. So you don't know who. And then sometimes you know what your reality could be looking like. You could be like, damn, like I ain't figured this shit out yet, but it looked like everybody else did. So it could make you kind of question if you on the right path and all types of shit like that. And you start questioning yourself. So it's never like a thing where it's like, oh, I'm worried about other people, but it's more so a thing where you start to evaluate like, damn, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
And it took for me what gave me my shit back, and I want to know, you know, if you ever went through it and what, you know, put you back in that space. Honestly, because even when I was like fucking with certain girls and shit, it wasn't and it was just like I had to go on a whole 90-day fast and no nothing. I'm talking about no sex.
That's
no,
rough.
No masturbation, no alcohol, no liquor, no clubbing. I was like, what the fuck do I do? Like this is everything I did. But in that time frame, I did meet my girl. You feel me? And I feel like one thing that I don't give her enough credit for is, unintentionally, I feel like she did boost my confidence, because women try to stroke my ego. I'm not easily manipulated. Like, I'm like a very strong-minded man. If I what you're talking about, I do what I want. I'm who I am, whatever. But, you know, and women like that shit. That's just what it is. But the fact of the matter is, when she came around, it was little shit like I had just moved into my apartment, right? And I just cook and shit. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Shit, I don't know if she was just stroking my ego or whatever, but it built my confidence.
That shit was trash.
No, because I really got a hand. Do I got a hand? No, like I really got. She gonna say that? She gonna bash you in public? No, but hold to my defense, right? Like even the kids be asking me to cook, and kids don't lie.
That's a fact.
So
that's
Yeah.
okay.
My steak, my Chinese.
He might
food.
be him than the kids saying.
No, I'm saying like the kids be there. So, but my girl is the cook, but like my hand. So, but I always was told I could cook. Like even my mom told me when I was younger and all that, because she taught me how to survive. Like I'm gonna teach you how to wash your clothes, teach you how to do this. So I already did all that before my girl came around. So like, you know, I would just cook little stuff, even if it was just something as simple as burgers and fries. But just that little bit of like, damn, this shit tastes so good. She don't know that I'm over there like, oh shit, I'm happy as fuck. So that type of shit just was like them little subtle advances is what made me start to be confident. Like, oh, well, I can cook. So now I'm trying shit. I'm about to make Chinese food. I'm about to make this. I'm about to make that. And then when I started to hear it from other people, it was just like something I already kind of knew, even though I felt like it was good. But just her coming around at a time where I felt like I just really couldn't read. Women, just the mindset was cooked. I get
how that goes.
You know what I mean? Like it just was like you feel me? I'm fucking with chicks, but it's like they ain't really providing nothing. It's just like whatever.
Just a body.
Yeah, it's like you feel me? But and I'm not now that's why I didn't never make none of my girls. People are like, oh, you wrote all these relationship books. Why you single? Because they are not fit in the bill. They not, you know what I mean? They not and like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we say.
Yeah, which is one thing I had to disagree with you on. But we'll get to that later. All right, make sure I remember.
I'm gonna pass
the more
it to
good
you.
women, the more good women
cool.
shit.
Yeah.
Make sure we'll get back from that. That's
I get the money.
These bitches is trash out here.
Nigga said, besides my woman,
you feel me?
the women out here. No, but all in all though, no. So I'll say that. So that shit natural. And if you a man out there and you going through that, you know what I mean? Like my fast really helped me because I got in tune with who I was again. I knew who I was. I was always self-sure. I was the young nigga like that was ahead of the people.
Yeah.
They followed me because I knew where I was going. But when I went through that time frame, for whatever reason, 2020, the era was just different. Everybody making money. That's what it was too,
Pandemic.
though. Everybody had money. So I'm like, before you knew who the hustles was because you had to work your ass off.
Facts.
Now it's like everybody got this, everybody got that. And it's like, I don't even know who no more. So now it's just confusing. So now women is thinking, well, I gotta wait on you. And
this motherfucker just got the PPP.
And it's like, motherfucker, now it's like, fuck, they didn't cut the margin. You know what I'm saying? They closing the gap.
Hating on niggas getting the PPP money.
No, because I was actually, well, I can't say that. But
Relax.
allegedly. Straight from the record. Never received nothing. I wish I was lucky enough and smart enough.
That's why my ego shrunk. I ain't getting nothing out of it.
That's why I was mad. But all in all, though, I felt like in a nutshell, just to kind of land a plane, I felt like that time frame was a huge shift because it did make it cloudy. I didn't understand because the women, everybody was just different. It was just like everything within that time frame was just like a fucking simulation period. So when I got up out of it, I came back up from the A. I had to go back to my mom's. So I'm in there. I'm 29 at the time. I'm like, damn, I got all this success going on. People perceive me. And I don't give a fuck about people's perception, but I'm just being real with myself.
Makes it harder though.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck, like I'm expected to be on this type of time, da. And it made it challenging for me to date because I'm like, I ain't bringing no chick to my mom's crib. Like I'm known to have, I've had my own crib since I was 18. Like shit felt like a right bottom. You feel me? I'm like, damn, like I could, if I would have stayed in the A, I had an event space, I had a little chauffeur service, I had businesses going out there, but I had to come back, I had my children. So I'm like, fuck, I got to sacrifice. I had to stay down. But then I was like, so what makes me feel insecure? Because I'm like, all these little, let me just use the term, high value women, they throwing themselves. Like, you know, they got this, they got that. And I feel like I always say the millions in your hustle, right?
Yeah.
So it'll get to the account after the hustle first. So I always feel like I'm $1 million nigga, so I don't care about that. I never really feel, but I'm like, even so, I'm like, I ain't bringing this chick to my mom crib, right? So for me, it didn't even take a lot for me to bring my girl to my mom crib that one time, but I felt like I had intentions with her. So I'm like, man, I'm about to see how she act with this shit. Fuck it.
Facts,
I'm gonna show her what the fuck I got going on. You know what I mean? But in a nutshell, it was like, dealing with that, and I felt like, all right, I'm only insecure because I feel like I don't got the spot I want. It wasn't really the money because I actually had more money at the time because I wasn't paying shit. Like, it ain't really the finances. It's like
it's you.
It's me. It's like, you feel me? That's what I said. But I gotta get a hotel. I gotta do something. I'm like, I'm going all on my way to date, like, cause I'm embarrassed about just being at my mom's. I'm gonna just stay down, get the fuck up out of the joint, and I'll wait. So I felt like if you in that position, just kind of identify where does the insecurity come from, and then eradicate that shit.
That's what I had to do. And I realized for me, right, and this shit might be weird because I had never been through this. Like for me, it was feeling like, all right, so I had a couple endeavors and shit I was trying, doing things. This is before, you know what I'm saying, like the grant shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just production going on. But for me, it was like, I got a woman I really love, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. Even though she's not saying, she's not saying I'm not doing enough.
A woman with a good presence would do that to you.
Yeah.
Motivate the fuck out of you.
It puts a mirror to your face, and it's like, all right, this last shit I failed. I just tried to make this course, and I sold fucking 2. You know what I'm saying? But I spent all this bread on doing this shit.
She bought one of them, like, out of support.
You know what I'm saying?
She did it from her spam account.
But it was like, yo, like, how do I don't have time to lose? And for me, I always been that guy that I don't give a fuck. I'm jumping off the bridge. Yeah. I'm gonna figure out a way to land while I'm falling.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where my superpower comes in at. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about failing. I never have. Yeah. But then for a split second, I got starting getting scared to fail. That shit fucked me up, and I had to realize my insecurity came from me personally. Nigga, I can't lose what I got. But being scared to fail, not being myself, being the person that got me the shit that I got,
was gonna make you lose.
End up losing everything.
Facts.
So, yeah, I had to get over that shit. I had to look myself in the mirror, take some time alone. You know what I'm saying, and really get over that shit. Like, nigga, you that motherfucking nigga.
Yeah, you gotta know that.
And then, like you said too, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. What makes it hard?
He can talk 3 times the episode. We good.
Like,
he used 2 of them. He gonna hold on to that.
What fucked me up too is what you were saying, and I'm curious if you went through it too. Is why you going through that? Nobody else sees it.
Oh, that's a fact.
Everybody from back home texting me, yo, my nigga, you doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? You the best nigga out of here, bro. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, my dad calling me.
Nigga ain't called you, hey, man.
Hey, man.
I'm so proud you, my son.
I see you in that suit, man. Nigga said you hammering it up. I didn't even know what the fuck that shit meant.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. But it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, so how people are treating me and how people viewed me in the perception, and you can give a fuck about that. But it didn't match who I was viewing myself at the time. And I had to get that shit right too.
No, that makes
Because
sense.
it's like, the people I love the most, they see me as this great nigga. Why am I now questioning myself?
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And I think that's just because we get caught up sometimes on what we see. Like, say, let's use our bank account.
Yeah.
You get caught up what you see in your bank account, forget who you are.
Exactly.
In your person. But it's like your bank account not a reflection of you.
No.
Now let me say it, because in some ways it is, but not because some people like, no, nigga, it is. In some ways it is.
Maybe
But-
an extension?
Huh?
Maybe an extension.
Definitely
It's an
extension.
extension. It's an extension. All right, but not really a reflection. Because like some people could be high in ambition, but they just didn't find that thing yet.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's like that don't mean you're not an ambitious person. That don't mean you lazy because you didn't get that click. And then I feel like at the same time, it's like as men, our path to it, because we've kind of fueled from purpose first, it's not really always the money that drive us. So it'd be like when you find that, it's like not too many people. Let me refrain from saying that because that's wrong. If you're lucky if you're able to find something you love and succeed at a high ass level.
Nah, you was right. Not too many people.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say that because I want to take away the hope. That's how I reflect. But it's
No.
But it's like if you look at like
Fuck the
LeBron.
hope.
LeBron has loved basketball since he was probably 3 months.
Yeah.
I think it's on record that he was 3 months when he first dunked the basketball.
It's on record.
No, it's on record. Yeah, Q told me. But
Facts.
yeah,
seen
he's like
it.
one of his documentaries.
documentary.
I seen it.
Yeah, he's a doc horror. But all in all, though, so it's like LeBron was fortunate enough to figure out his purpose early on in life.
Yeah.
And he literally, of course, he had to avoid all of the things that could have been adverse in his life, which makes him, a phenomenal person to be able to do, coming up in a black community and all of that, and not having sex with all these different girls. You LeBron James, you get one woman, you do that. But at the same time, it's
Allegedly.
like, you say what?
Allegedly.
I mean, of course, but don't you smut my man name?
Exactly.
Nah,
Exactly.
You
Absolutely.
have no facts to say
Absolutely.
Niggas, he's a fucking married man.
Sean said it.
But you
Allegedly.
catch some collateral right now. To me. But I say that to say it's like, so when you able to find that and it's something that pays you a lot of fucking money, you know what I mean? So it's like you probably love that production shit, but you like, but this ain't my, like, I love this shit, but it's like, I don't come in here, like, your fiance is like, yo, what's your goal? And I'm like, it's just to become a big billboard. Like, I want this TV to sell for a lot of money. I want somebody to want to put their logo right there for the entire episode. And that's my goal here. But other than that, I just enjoy this shit. We just having fun. But it's like, if this shit was like, if you get to a point where you can be generating millions of dollars from some shit, that's the goal. But other than that, man, it's just like, we just got to remember that who we are is who we are. And women know that.
No, they respond to I never had to have money to get women.
No, but we.
Yeah.
No,
real
but
talk. That's real shit.
I believe you. Can't
yeah.
She just had to have money.
I'm back you. I'm sorry.
She was in an arranged marriage. Not my fault. I took too much.
Africa, yeah.
You're not African though.
Exactly. So
But his
that's
wife-
why they don't fuck
the-
with me.
the
They had a
whole-
shipper here on a cargo ship, and like
You didn't
from
pay
the
for that?
coast. I had to pay for it.
Yeah.
No, cause I never had. I
No,
never
he
needed
got
money
the
from
check. He got
bitches.
paid.
Oh, I'm about to say, what about the dowry?
The diary.
Dowry.
This nigga really got into the technical term. Nigga, we don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Get them niggas
He did it.
He saw a documentary too.
Documentary.
That nigga was looking up the passport rules. He know a thing or two.
You need at least 4 cows, bro.
Nigga said, how much did you get from that transaction? Is you on residual or was it one-time fee? He knew, like,
Klarna. After
I'm gonna give you the out of the day.
nigga said his engagement is on Klarna. It's crazy.
Before I pivot though, I will say, yeah, I never had those issues at all. I'm not like these niggas. I'm perfect and perfectly
true.
assembled and modified in my brain. So I never had those issues.
Yo,
with ego
to
or
your
whatever.
point, right? I'm gonna keep it a bean. I had to really because look, especially when I was younger. This is why I was talking about the whole good-looking women versus men with money. So like, all right, even though we just take when we was young boys and it was like a trend to be like light skinned and shit, or even if you just good and athletic and like I felt like they had more opportunities thrown at them to get women. I really had to learn how to get women.
Nah, me too.
But I never had to pay. It was never. Once I realized that women like smart men, they're just like, oh, I gotta be. I'm smart. Like that was like net.
See, for me, for us
A lot
down
of
there,
dumb niggas get bitches. I don't
That's
know.
true.
Oh, you said no. You said I ain't say. Oh wait, come on, because it's
They
subjective.
like, guys. Yeah, they like smart.
No, I'm
guys,
saying.
guys,
All right, let
guys.
me just say this to add context. I'm saying that once I realized that I didn't have to be anybody but myself to get a woman, and
There
the
we
women
go.
that like me was going to be attracted to me. Because
Regardless.
it's like some women like just like money, some women just like this, some women they got their preference. But once I realized that I didn't have to change anything about me.
Yeah.
Money was never the top because it's like I'm just going to lead with who I am, and if you like me, you'll realize that I can do all of that stuff too.
Nah, that makes sense. And then I guess for us down there, nobody really had money.
Down
Like,
where?
nobody
Carolina?
was rich.
Where were y'all at?
So you just had to be the best nigga in whatever sector you would, whether you play basketball, talking, the toughest dude.
Yeah,
whatever sector
that was
you
my
in.
joint up until like 13.
Yeah,
I had to be the tough guy.
nah, facts.
I was
Nice
kicking
facts.
ass. I'm like, and I got all my girlfriends from being that.
I want all the girls to see this.
No, they would testify to that. They be like, that nigga was
Facts.
tough. Like,
Side note to put some slight, nothing crazy, some slight smut on the fiance's name.
damn.
Okay.
I respect that he's doing it face to face.
Yeah.
Feminist shit out the window now. But the idea, who do you think knows each other more? Do you think you know her more than she knows you, or better? However you say, more or better?
Well, see, I'm real big with communication. Like, it has to be. Y'all see, I talk a fucking lot. Yeah. My whole life is production. You know what I'm saying? Well, granted.
So do y'all conversations go like podcasts?
Yeah. I actually get pissed if she shut down. Like, I'd be mad. I'd be like, hey, babe, you heard about this? Yeah. But I be knowing sometimes she be on her shit when she be deep into her business. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'd be like, oh, you don't want to talk right now? All right, bet. Yeah. But I would say she knows me more.
Y'all might as well just argue real quick. I'm here to mediate. Come on.
I would say she knows me more, and that's just a 51 to 49%, only because she has to.
Damn it, all right, clean it up.
In our situation, she has to, because a lot of times, like you said, my thing is I'll just do some shit, and I'm gonna make it work, and it had to have some synergy.
You're going to guide it a little
bit. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, motherfucker, I see you about to just jump off this bridge.
Like
please plug up the bungee cord, nigga.
Tight, fasten.
Yeah, please fasten
just
your
in case. Fasten the
parachute a little bit. Put your helmet on, motherfucker.
Yeah. Nah, fuck the helmet. I'll say no.
That's why I'm drawing the line. I'm drawing the line, that helmet.
Yeah, but nah, very, very slightly on her side.
Yeah, because I always, not always, but I often think about with me and my girl, like.
Your fiance.
Is she not a girl?
I'm just saying, give her a private title, nigga.
Fair. My fiance, wife to be, mother to my child. That is like, no, I absolutely know her more or better, and I feel like whenever she just tries to, like, we could be having a conversation, or I'm trying to, like, me and Wolf have a conversation where I was like, women will often say like months later, years later, you know what? You was right about that. And it's like, you could have just not debated me or argued me then, because I fucking know you. Like, I already know in the first place.
It's my job to protect you, even if it's from yourself sometimes.
And I don't think that's just a man thing per se, but I definitely can speak in our situation. Like,
no,
I know you
it's
more.
That way in my situation. Yeah. It's that way in my situation. The only consideration I give it that 1% is because of my temperament sometimes.
Nigga said the one is for the temperament.
Yeah. But other than that, no. Like, it'd be a lot of times I'd be like,
fight back.
And
I try not to
then
be.
You get into the phone. That's when you get them. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Who could have saw that coming?
No. Yeah. What am I supposed to do with this information that I told you about 6 months ago? The fuck, yo, man.
But what's so good about this relationship is it ain't like the important shit.
The dumb shit.
Yeah, because a lot of almost every single other female I ever dealt with, I knew them 10,000 times more. I knew what was going to happen. My dumb ass still was there. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga seen the red flag.
But I already knew what the fuck was going to happen. I can always say, hey, don't go here. Hey, don't do this.
Do not enter.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Road closed.
Yeah.
No way out.
But I don't really have to worry about that because, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, she had already done a lot of work and shit before I met her.
No,
that's thorough. I think, so my girl, it's actually pissing me off when she say, I know you. Because typically when she makes that statement, she's completely wrong about what she says she knows. And it's like, I'm not saying she don't know me. I'm saying typically when she says it, she know me. It's never at the time where I feel like, and I'd be like, you say you know things about me that I don't even know yet. I could just come up with something like, yeah, you know what? I want them chips. I knew you was going to say that. I didn't even know that I wanted those chips.
She might have saw you do it one time.
I never did it before.
Oh, bet.
This is brand new. Like, but I just be like, yo.
I've never seen these shits before.
They just came out. This shit, you know what I mean? But I say that to say is like, I feel like she knows me in ways where it's like, I feel like sometimes I'll be wishing my girl very smart.
Yeah.
But I don't know where she developed the timidness to speak up. But I'd be like don't be, I would, we developing a friendship because I didn't know him like that before this. So whatever he did is probably, I don't know.
Don't fuck with him. But.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Understandable.
One of the things that you could testify to is like, I'll call you and say, yo, like, I want people to give me perspective on myself so I feel my blind spots. Like,
I've never heard you say that.
Luckily, I'll be recording our calls. So it's like, no. But all in all, these calls are recorded for quality insurance purposes. In case you live on the podcast. But all in all, though, yeah. So I say that. I'll be like, yo, like, because I want her to be in my blind spots. Like, don't let me self-destruct or don't let let my, you feel me? Like you have the freedom to talk about myself, but actually work to get to know me. Like literally, now granted, I'm unpredictable.
Granted. Get your packages.
That boy good.
That boy good. He's great. Two for two. She did it earlier. That was the thing. I see it.
It's a power couple. Barack and Michelle.
Pink print, granted. But yeah, so granted, I forgot why I even used the fucking thing. But
that's why he good.
He good. But all in all, I say all that to say, it's one of them situations where it's like I would just want her to take the time to get to know me. So when you make that statement, it's like I believe that you know me because you've actually studied me, not because you're trying to pay attention. Like this, where's my camera? This mine? This is my camera. Ladies, stop trying to rush to conclusions to figure men out and take the time to get to know a man. It's literally that simple. Like instead of trying to take this puzzle in your head and you got 6 pieces and you put the 4 because you don't want to wait for the 4 to reveal themselves, just be patient because as men, we are very simple and we will reveal to you what our simplicity looks like. So every man has a program. But every man's program is different. Mm-hmm. So because we are men by nature, yes, you're going to innately see certain similarities. But that don't mean our programs are operating the same way. Learn our program. Don't just be like, oh, because this is the program of manhood, this must be what it is. So you're trying to take 4 different puzzle pieces from 4 different prior experiences to complete your puzzle. And now you wondering why is a disconnect? No. Actually take the time. And if you are unsure, just ask a question. So I landed by saying this. Don't try to know a man, get to know a man.
But see, I love that. I think what you said is amazing, and I think if there was in a perfect world.
This is where the butt come from.
Yeah.
This is pause.
Oh, pause. Yeah.
We working on that.
The hate.
I'm not working on that. I'm gonna say pause. Yeah, you might as well get used to that shit. But what I'm saying is this. Pause. The reason why the disconnect is there is because most women that haven't really matured and got to that point, because they have a movie, right? They wrote the script. They are the actor. You just playing it.
Yeah, you're just
but they are the actor.
And the director.
They're the director. They're the screenwriter. They're the composer for the music. They wrote the credits. They're the editor. And if something doesn't fit alongside that movie, whenever something happens, that's when you see women self-destruct.
100%. Every time.
Angry and that's when that, you know what I'm saying, all that chaos comes because you're not fitting into the mold they already had thought of for the past 23 years of their life.
It's crazy you say that. I agree. But instead of the movie, I use a portrait. And I say they already got this image of what they want. And you have to fit that image. So everything you just said, the same exact analogy, but instead of the movie, I just use a picture. Yeah. Now, I agree.
Oh, you go ahead and say your shit.
To bring it back. You in shape. Yeah. So to that point, what's the smut? The counter smut you had where I was saying in the last episode about there are more a higher percentage of quality women than a higher percentage of quality men. What would you say to that?
Okay. This is what I'll say to it. First of all, fuck no.
Fair. For starters.
This is why. Because what the qualities that most women look to, and I think he said in the last one, the qualities that most women look to aren't real qualities of men. Exactly. Like we not money. We're not wallets, right? Can most men protect you adequately? Yes. Can most men do it? Yes.
Okay.
Right? Do most men, I believe, have qualities about them that are protectors and security? Yes.
Okay.
Right? Now, are most men what we see on Instagram when you look at the Pushmans and the Neos and these millionaires and you know what I'm saying, and LeBron Jameses and these basketball players, they have the most followers, right? Are they what we are? No, they are the exceptional versions of us. So not saying that men shouldn't be exceptional for their women, I think they should. But the reason why, I think the biggest reason why most women don't really know what they qualify for, so they don't even have a realistic viewing of what is a good man for them.
So they need to know their man credit, essentially.
They need to know their man credit because how a lot of women, you said a lot of women who make money, right? The reason why it's hard for them to date is because you're still fucking ugly.
Damn. And I would add to that that also we don't care about money as much as they care about money.
We don't care about money.
We don't give a fuck about accolades at all.
At all.
We care about foundation and structure.
So you looking for a man?
How we feel.
You feel what I'm saying? You're looking for a man who makes $200,000, but does a man who makes $200,000 really want you?
Yeah.
And most women who make that much, because honestly, a lot of them, I mean, if we're looking at percentages, that's less than 5% of them. Most men want women who don't have to make money at all.
Yeah.
Those men want the most beautiful women in the world. Those women get into the clubs for free, like you said. Those women walk around and get paid just for their looks. It's 76-year-old men that'll pay their whole lifestyle
100%.
just because of the way they look. And a lot of the women who worked real hard, who obtained this, you know what I'm saying, especially in the financial space being in Atlanta, most of the women who got the bag, not off of entertainment shit, but off of like having a real business.
Really grinding, yeah.
You like 40 now. And those men don't, it's harder for you because you're looking for that man, but that man is looking past you and looking at what you perceive as down. For a beautiful woman who's 23 years old, 25 years old, that's don't got shit.
I think that come down to the man's values too, though, because I wouldn't generalize it only because I feel like it just depends. Like if a man is at that level financially and he looking to cut his costs, and when I say costs, I'm talking about like the time investment too. It's like, all right, you know what? It's less expectation from this 23-year-old, so I'm gonna just cut the costs and I'm gonna just go here and get straight to it. What you want? And you need this, you want to do this? All right, cool. And it's like that transactional exchange. But to y'all point, when y'all was saying about Q was making a face while you said like most men are protectors and providers. So I'm gonna add context to that. The thing is, you want to know how much of a man is a protector or a provider? Put his mom in a situation.
Yeah.
It's coming right out of him. So when it's built in a man, women just don't accept the fact that nigga don't want to do it for you, because you can literally put a man's daughter in front of him and you'll see he'll stop at nothing to save her or do whatever. You'll put a man's mom in front of him. So if you put his woman in front of him and he don't move like that, that's like a telltale sign in itself. It's like, there's no different than the woman would listen to their boss thing. Yeah. It's the same as that concept. So it's like, we'll look at it like, damn, you can sit here and listen to your boss, but when I'm talking, you don't know how to shut up. Right? And it's like, damn, you can sit here and do X, Y, and Z, but this woman got to give you the whole fucking blueprint. Nigga, you know what's required of you when you see your mom in need. Yeah. You gonna go do whatever the fuck you got to make sure she cool. And it's crazy to me, like, I love my mom. I got a fucking marvelous relationship with my mom. I talk to my mom often. My mom is like my biggest supporter. Like, she was the woman, like, when I ain't had no confidence, pouring on. But at the end of the day, I'm building with my woman. So we gonna take care of my mom. Yeah. So with that being the case, it's like, a man will really be like, nah, I ain't, because they looking at the bitches. Like, I ain't taking care of no bitch over my mom. We talking about a
lot of bitches out here.
We talking about your woman, your wife, you know, your lady. And it's like, if you don't view her as a priority in that way, then you got to evaluate if you even fuck with her in that way.
Well, most men only with the woman they can be with. I'm lucky. And I think we all lucky from the way we speaking about our women. Yeah. I'm with the woman I want to be with.
You know, so I like that, but I want to.
A man's always faithful to his options, that type of thing as well.
No, but it's like, think about it. Do you not think that you always kind of choose unless you just stick around?
No, hell no.
Unless you stick around.
Cause you can always leave.
Well, no, you can leave.
Men don't leave relationships. They sabotage them.
Yeah. I don't think men will leave relationships like that. So I broke up with women.
Go ahead.
But I think that wasn't normal.
I probably left all of mine.
Yeah, I left most of mine. I left.
I think a lot of dudes are just rock out. And even starting relationships, I think most men don't. Again, I'm tied all together. Most women, I feel like the average relationship is started by the woman, is initiated by the woman. Dudes be like, I mean, it's consistent pussy.
We just got to agree to it.
It's like, and a lot of niggas agree begrudgingly. It's like,
I might be the exception for this one.
Most likely. Yeah. And I know I'm the exception. I said, yo, you are my girlfriend. We're doing this, and that's why we have a date, whatever.
My girl asked me to be friends. I looked at her. I said, she was like, yeah, I'm in a space where, this before I actually be my girl, of course. I'm like, I think we should be friends. I'm not being your friend.
Yeah, fuck
like,
that.
I'll catch you another time. Like, I'm not being your bro. What the fuck is you, like, what? Like, like, all right, cool. We're not talking. Like, you're not, but I'm not being your friend.
I never speak to you ever again. Yeah.
No, it's cool. You can hit me up and all that, but I'm not being your friend. Like, what does that even mean? Like, no, like.
But to speak to your point, nah, bro. Most men, first of all, most men don't even get pussy
That's true.
like at all, right? Because the standards have become so high.
And again, pussy that they would choose if they get
Would choose
Not
to
half.
even
get.
a standard. It's more so than most men don't even know how to just get women, bro. They just really go
I
off what
agree.
they see. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
On social media, and they actually out themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, the standard is here, so I can't get her. Whole
can't
time,
get it, so
you
they-
get in any room with any chick, she's a fucking woman. At the end of the day, if you
That's the thing. Most men, bro, all you got to do is go talk to women.
yeah, she's a woman.
Like go
like
talk
men.
and don't be fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Have good hygiene and fucking.
A lot of men don't.
Look. That's I agree. And look
Y'all will say that while I'm
look presentable. You know what I'm saying? Because most women, they have a way more relaxed physical, like, you know what I'm saying, like physical requirement than us.
Women date ugly niggas all the time.
Yeah. So with that, I'm just saying, like, most dudes, bro, they just most of the women. I'm sorry, women. I'm gonna be honest with
He's
you.
not sorry at all.
I'm not. Most of y'all have men that are only with you because they couldn't be with the woman that they want to be with.
As soon as he can.
That's where when you get on, he get his ass with a white girl. That's where that comes from. That.
So you think that's
idea.
why that men date white women?
No, it's proximity for that. But I'm just saying, they're gonna get the most beautiful, whatever type they got, because every man got a
Yeah,
type.
Sean just started 47,000 fights across America.
It's fun. It's real though. But
ruined a bunch of relationships. So
Yeah.
who you really want? That's
Not
what they
you.
gonna- that's
Your
what girls
sister.
gonna be saying to these
I just
niggas.
couldn't get her. That's
you know
why I
what I'm
can't get her.
saying? Yeah, but
I
most
don't see it that way though. I feel like when you know yourself as a man, that's like your Google search. Like I feel like I always say this: when you go on Google, the results you find is gonna be dependent on your search.
yeah.
The better the search, the more narrowed down the results. In order to go on Google and get narrowed down results, you have to know what you are looking for. Like you could just Google right now, hospitals in Carolina.
Yeah, but every man don't got that.
Yeah,
But
and a lot of men just
but
want
time out.
pussy.
Listen,
I was about to
feel
say,
like-
most of
but
you-
listen,
pussy.
But this the thing though. I feel like
All right, cool. Like, whichever.
so it's two types of things because I always say all men don't want to be like extraordinary, right? Some men just cool with just
I
being
agree.
simple, and I don't want to force these motherfuckers that's cool with being C and D students to become A students, right?
Yeah.
But for the young boy that's out there that does want it, it's like one of the things where it's like we don't want to make them feel like that's a stenciled approach. It's like, nah, nigga, these resources are available to you for you to go after them. This is what you got to do to become that type of man. You have to learn yourself. You shouldn't just want pussy. Now, granted, it's the rule from a lot of men where it's like but that's because these are the same niggas that don't want to be extraordinary.
And two, I think you said this on the other podcast. Most men don't have enough experience to women to really know what they want out of
Nigga, I
women.
said that 4 minutes ago. That was the day.
He meant the last one.
Yeah, the last podcast.
No, just now.
No, you said that in the
I ain't
other
say that
one.
with you. I thought I just said that.
No.
Oh shit.
You said that with them.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
good memory.
most men don't. This is the thing, and I get in trouble for all this, but I say as a man, you need to fuck at least 25 women.
I'm cool with that.
If you
That
get
ain't,
that,
that ain't shit, but I think that's.
I think it ain't. Usually I say 50, but I'm trying to. You
You
know what I'm
trying to be
saying?
nice?
Trying to be nice.
Cut the difference.
Yeah, 25.
They
If
gonna
you
cook
could deal with 25 women
These
Before
niggas
you
don't
find
deserve
someone you
mics.
think should be the one you settle down with.
before you even know.
Okay.
That was the whole dweeb concept.
Yeah.
Because it's like you didn't experience enough to even be versed in a
Yeah.
space. You know what I mean? To understand now.
Either that or stick with the first one.
Wow. Be a dweeb or don't be a dweeb.
He said you either gonna get 50 or just the first. Okay.
Yeah,
Ain't no
you know
middle
what I'm saying?
ground. Like,
But that builds you. Like you start to learn like how to talk to women, what to really look for, or what
more
to
comfortable.
you know what I'm saying, get more comfortable, or what to avoid.
No,
Because
the avoidance
I
is
didn't
the
know what
biggest
to
part.
avoid
That's the
at
biggest part.
first.
That's the biggest part.
You know what I'm saying?
Before anything else.
Yeah, I didn't know like if your girl just always leaving her phone down. You know what I'm saying? I had to deal with women that left their phone down, and I knew they had men.
I never realized how many dudes didn't know certain subtle. I was gonna actually write a book. It was gonna be called How to Catch Her in the Act, and I stopped about 6 chapters in. And the reason I stopped because I had to put a disclaimer in the front and was saying in the front of the book that was like, I'm not trying to invoke domestic violence. And I said, can weak ego niggas handle this type of? I said no because what made me mad. I'm gonna tell you what made me mad. One of my homegirls that's like she's like versed in the space of like relationships and all that too. Like you know what I mean. And she had commented on one of my stuff like that's because men just dumb and they just don't know no better. And it like I'm like, oh you don't know who you're talking
writing
to.
a book tonight. Like,
Put it on my laptop and I started it going. And it was like, cause I'm on that shit. But I assume that men be on it. But it's like, I had to realize like, no, a lot of my friends, like they learned cause I taught them. Like that's just what it is. Like
Yeah.
they used to come to my crib at the school and get sessions of me breaking down how to talk to women, how to not be a fucking creep when you're trying to get some pussy, not being overly eager. Like, you gotta let the pussy fall in your lap. You don't, because the more you try to push up on them, the more they're gonna reserve. You feel me? But the less you do that, the more they're gonna open up. As long as you just play your cards right. Like, let the pussy come to you.
A lot of dudes don't know that.
So I had to realize, I'm like, well, damn. They had to go through training essentially, and it's like a lot of men don't have those male figures to teach them. They niggas just be like, man, fuck that bitch, she a hoe. They don't really give them like adequate framework to be able to say, listen, man, this is how you talk to women. This is how you court them. This is the difference between a chick you just trying to fuck or a chick you try to actually take serious. This is how you know who should be taken serious.
I don't think you should ever. I think that's one lesson that every man got to go through.
Which one?
You have to date a woman that you should have just fucked.
Oh, hell yeah.
You have to. You got to get that hurt.
A woman that you should have just fucked.
You got to get that hurt.
Yeah.
You got to get that hurt.
Yeah, it make you a man.
Yeah, because without that hurt, you gonna be a trick.
But then what's crazy, because women think that we numb in regards to like not opening up, but it's like, nah, every woman just can't access my feelings.
Yeah,
I'm not numb at all. I know where they at. They're right here.
Yeah, that's what people in general.
You just can't access them. You just can't access them because I just ain't opening up to you like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why we tend to get hurt often by the women. Well, that's why the only people that get hurt is the one we love.
Yo, because I remember the first time I got cheated on. I never had even conceptual, and I was a nigga that used to just fuck dudes' girls.
Yeah.
I could never conceptualize.
When they come back around,
you could have framed that.
I just never could really think that my girl could do this. Yeah. I didn't even think. Like, I wouldn't even be thinking about like, oh, like where is she?
Yo.
I was like, well, she must be doing something constructive.
She ain't answering the phone. She must be
constructive.
She's busy right now.
Yeah.
She's probably being a little angel. She is.
Yeah, bro. I was like 16, bro, and it happened to me the first time, and I was like, yo,
you want to know how I got out of that fast? Because I was in high school, so I'd have been like 15 probably.
Yeah.
It was this chick. She was from like a close by neighborhood. One of my homies, like, we having a whole convo. And who you grow up with really mattered, because what he did was foul. Now I think back on it, but it helped me. When I think back on it, helped me. Because this nigga, like, such and such, I'm telling him, like, yeah, that shit was good. I'm telling him, man, this nigga go and fuck her. So for me, she wasn't my girl though, but for me, that showed me like, oh shit, these bitch will fuck your homies. It was one of them things where it was like, all right, I kind of and like the reality I grew up with my mom, my sister. I had a step pop too, but I seen how my mom's cheating on my step pop, and like she'd be like, if he asks you, don't tell him who white car that is. I'm like, that's Mr. Kyle white car. I know who car that is. I'm telling him, but it's like wild. Seeing all those things. I'm grateful that the women in my family wasn't perfect. They was women, so it's like I seen that, and it was like, all right, cool. I see this side, but I also know this side exists. So I never was naive, but I did make one dumb gesture when I was in my first relationship. When I said to one of my homies, he was like, "Yeah." He said something like, "Man, if a nigga pull up right now and some shit," I'm like, "Man, my girl wouldn't do that." But I'm like, I never make that statement.
Don't ever make the statement.
Never make that. Never make that statement. My girl would never. Never say that in life, and you good. As long as you never be delusional or naive, you good, because you being cheated on by a woman don't say nothing about you. That's just what she on. That's whatever.
Yeah,
like, it got nothing to do with you.
It don't got nothing to do with you.
You know what I mean?
That's why I said earlier.
Until you say she would never do that. Now it's like, nigga,
now you brought it upon yourself. You deserve this now.
It has to happen. Matter of fact, it's a hotline of niggas like, we got one, guys. Need you to pull up.
We got the bat signal.
Pull up in the race.
Send the troops. Send the troops. Go get her.
I just be like, if you do that, that's on you.
Right. I said back to the celebrity crush thing. To me, that don't move me about girls, whatever, talking about a guy. Because in the day, you have to go be the whore. Yeah. So if you don't go fuck them, it don't move me about a guy trying to fuck you.
It's different in Atlanta.
We can't stop that.
Yeah.
Like, why are you even telling me that?
I would have.
It's different in Atlanta. Them niggas are right there.
She said they right there.
Them niggas, like, it's different.
I'm not calling her like, either you gonna be a whore or you not. Like,
I feel you, like, but I don't want you to be a whore right now. You know
understand?
And nobody does.
But
I can't stop it.
It's weird because
if she got that dog in her, that whore dog in her,
it's gonna come out.
I mean, she's gonna
come out. But the worst thing about that whore dog is, I think for me, right, in all my relationships, the one thing I didn't want them to go out and cheat for is because I never wanted to have to realize the fact that I chose wrong. And I think that's one thing that men and women like heavily differ on, is that they never feel like they chose wrong. No, they feel like
it's always you.
It's always you. But with men, what makes us go into depression and shit after some shit like that happened is that we feel like, damn, nigga, it was me.
Yeah.
I fucked up and chose the wrong
100%.
female.
I always
I respect
imagine that if I've been cheated on before, if a girl cheated on me now, just be like, cool, whatever. Not cool, whatever, but like, again, come with life type shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But I will say, I always imagine it would hit me hard in that fashion if you fuck one of my closest friends. It was like, oh, so I chose a horrible friend and horrible girl at the same time, and they collided on some crazy snake shit. That's insane. Like, so. But if you just on some regular horse shit, it's like, all right, cool, whatever. But fuck with my friends, that's like hard for me to even.
Nah, man, you with your girl for 10 years, bro. That shit gonna be fucked up.
I think, I think,
fucked up.
Do you know what my issue with it is?
Because I know I've seen more fucked up things happen.
A woman gonna be a woman. That's my philosophy. I just feel like whatever that look like, it could be good, it could be bad. A woman gonna be a woman. You know what I mean? But I say that when they cry, they're just gonna be a woman. And I say that when they lie. Fucking woman gonna be a woman. Either way.
Shit,
but
it don't be worth lying
for
about.
me, the reason I take cheating as disrespect is because I don't feel like nobody should be able to access you in a way I can, based on what it costs me to access you. That's not a fair price.
Yeah.
So if this nigga could just pull up and fuck, you feel what I'm saying? Now, granted, I know the name of the game, it is what it is, but that's why I would never stay with my girl if she cheated on me.
Absolutely.
Not fuck the ego, no. It's just the fact that this nigga got it at this price and I'm paying this. I'm still a businessman. Fuck that.
I gotta die for you?
That don't make
I
sense.
literally have to die for you.
He could just meet you in McDonald's parking lot. I'd rather be him. We could just switch. Just tell me what you're thinking about. Let me and this nigga switch. You know what I mean? He come in and be the boyfriend. I'll beat you at McDonald's. Like, why you want to make me that person?
I got argued about detox tea and shit, and he just fucking in the
yeah. Like that's not a fair exchange.
Bro, you feel me?
It's not a fair exchange. So
that's one of the points I had on my podcast too, because
That's
it was a girl that was she was like an OnlyFans model, and she was a stripper, and I was like, yo, I'd never talk to a woman who I perceive as promiscuous. She was like, why? I was like, well, because I would never go to a car lot and I gotta pay $10,000 for this car, but this nigga just get to drive it and bring it back whenever he wants. You know what I'm saying?
But like, for the stripper point though, because I said some shit like that before. They say strippers don't sell pussy.
That is a fucking lie.
I mean, of course,
not all.
No, I'm saying like
but
that's
even
not
still,
the
he's
best.
seeing you naked.
Most people in the army don't kill people, but enough of them do for me to feel like you might have killed somebody and got them.
I know. I'm saying like I said what you said, and she corrected me and was like, well, I don't. Basically, every girl ain't fucking at work. So it's like, that's not saying strippers don't do it, as it's not saying all men cheat or don't cheat. It's basically saying like, that's not the nature of the profession. It's what happens.
It's literally the nature. No, I'm sorry, bro. That's bullshit. It's literally the nature of protection.
The nature of profession is selling yourself.
It's selling yourself.
The degree of
But
sell.
I'm talking about the pussy part. Selling the actual
degree.
Pussy. Okay.
Bro.
The idea of your pussy is being
Showing it
sold.
like, no,
They
nigga,
selling
they
pussy,
selling
bro.
pussy.
Don't fall for the bullshit.
They had to
Don't
title
fall
it
for the lie,
I was
bro.
thinking about titling
They
it
selling pussy.
Why Men Don't Deserve a Podcast, but then I'm thinking I might have the title if They Selling Pussy.
No, for real, bro. And even if they not, assume that they are.
Yeah, because if we did this every
Can't
episode,
go wrong assuming wrong.
we would be viral every day, but they would hate us so bad.
Facts, that's true.
You know what I mean?
And I hate it because strippers are some of the most hardworking, like people. Just period. Very industrious, very smart.
Hardworking?
They work hard, bro. It's hard work.
Like one of the hard, like
So
top 10 profession, hard work.
Sure. Q has a big thing with women's labor, so you got to just let him know.
No, real shit.
He's a sexist and a feminist. It's weird.
I'm complex.
I like that though. I truly believe it's a very hardworking job. The mental stress you have to put through yourself, like it might not. It's physically taxing. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew a lot of strippers were from filming, so like their body be bruised up. Like you know what I'm saying? Doing the pole shit. Like they really be working hard. It's just that, you know,
You can't
be fucking. I had to throw it in there. But like I respect
The mental stress.
I respect them.
You know,
Like,
it's like had to
military,
deal with
but-
the 75 years. I get it.
yeah, no, I respect them, bro. That shit has to be taxing. Putting your body, going through your insecurity, because women, they're still women. Like being insecure, they might feel fat that they might be on their period. I truly feel like they work hard. So not to talk shit about the profession, but for me to invest into you and to have you around my kids and my mom, and the propensity for you to not be faithful, it's just not the right profession for me. And there's other ones like a nurse. I wouldn't date a fucking nurse.
I get it. Honestly.
Nerd, they say it's my girl's a nerd, but they say that's like the highest percentage of that and just being single in general.
Yeah, facts. Because of the type of work and the work schedule and the environment.
Yeah.
So it's like it's psychology behind all this shit. So I'm not just saying this shit because I don't like strippers.
I just don't like women working.
I'm clipping that. There we go. You got it.
Like, don't do nothing. Just be home and be barefoot and pregnant.
I mean, that's according to Q. But
I was quoting you from the Shut Up Show and podcast. That's what he said, episode 70.
I want you to work. Yeah, that's true.
No, y'all niggas is hilarious. But all in all, I feel like a lot of the points that's being made are definitely very much valid. And when I say it's valid, I'm saying like it is. They all hold merit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because life is so subjective, you know what I'm saying? This is me being politically correct. Because life is so
He
subjective.
wouldn't do it.
Well, no, wait. No, I never said that. But this is my thing, because I used to ask myself shit like that.
Yeah.
And I know we wrapping up, but I used to ask myself, like, you know what I be? But it's really the same concept for me. I'm big on exclusivity. I don't want no man to have access to my woman, not even if he pay, and especially if he pay.
Especially if he
You follow what I'm saying? It's both. It's like not even and especially if. So it's like, for me, it's like I just want my woman to be above the bullshit. Now she has to, facilitate that within her own energy. But that's my desire. It's like, all right, like you should want to carry yourself in an untouchable manner. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, men want to be untouchable, but they touching everything. And it's like, not me. So it's like,
yeah, I'm not cheating on my
Yeah,
girl.
so-
So you like, I expect at least that.
yeah, guys.
That's
know
the
what I'm
least
saying?
you can ask for.
Like,
Yes,
at the very
absolutely.
least, give me that.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I just think it's just like understanding. Like we understand, like how women, they think they smart, and I'm not saying that like they're not. I'm saying like they're like, oh, I know when a woman is making a move on you, so yeah, I'm watching that bitch. But it's like we hip too. It'd be like
Every nigga.
we. It is like every nigga should be subtle, and that's the shit I don't fuck with. Like I don't fuck with you trying to make a subtle advance, and it's like you understand, like you know what I mean. It might could come off innocent. You know, if you could disarm a woman, you could get close to her. So
get
it's
close
like,
to her, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if you a man that understand the nature of women, you know what I mean. You got to be a good man, or you gonna be a nigga that's just out here fucking taking advantage of them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You got to protect them by knowing where they weak, not taking advantage of the fact that they weak in those areas.
And most of those men
do the opposite.
do the opposite.
So it's like
You gotta
we
grow
know
into
that.
that.
We know that because it's like we could be around a group of niggas and like, yeah, I'm just trying to fuck that bitch, right? And whatever. Now, of course, the bro code, right? We're like, I ain't saying that. But then we know that those type of men exist. But it's like when you know that type of approach is happening, and then your woman is naive or just naive, let's say, or just oblivious to sad behaviors or certain approaches, and you try to protect them by way of whatever, you mold them, you coaching them. It's like, and then they don't see it that way. You're just like, man, like,
I can't fuck because a nigga gonna get you.
yeah.
They good, bro.
Yeah, but
Niggas are great.
that's why
Okay.
they got to be unacceptable.
That nigga's
Because
him.
It's like,
Like,
I can't,
he get the job
I can't
done.
be the guy that I don't play goalie. Like I ain't
You feel
stopping,
me?
I ain't
I'm not-
stopping you from
No.
you want to let that nigga fuck. That's on you. But if I could, by way of being a leader, like all right, I'm not even putting my woman in certain predicaments.
That's why I'm glad that my woman has a gift of discernment. She's amazing when it comes to that. I'll never have to feel that way. I don't have to worry about it because I couldn't function if I have to be a goalie.
Yeah, if you got,
I would never be in a goalie.
Yeah,
you
I'm
want to
saying,
get
like,
that nigga some pussy, that's on you. I would not be fucking with
Yeah.
you.
for sure. And that's why to me it can end up being a little black and white because either you're gonna do it, you're not gonna.
you're
Either
not,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be worried about it, I'm not gonna worry about it. I shouldn't have to even have a second thought
That's a
about
fact.
where you may be. Because if I ever find out one day you wasn't in the space you
over.
said you were, it's just over.
It's
And
over.
it could be very simple. Yes,
And
I'll-
that's cool.
Yeah, like that's fine, cool. Like
Yeah.
I'll give my girl that credit early on when we started talking. Where that was like a high grade in one of the categories. Like she was very honest, open. Like no, like I know niggas like me. I know niggas want to fuck and this and
Yeah.
that. Like you know, she had a bunch of brothers and you
Yeah,
know,
I hate when
she-
women try to act like they just don't exist.
Yeah, the
Like,
naive
what?
shit. Yeah, that
He's
was
my friend.
Yeah,
no, women, no man is your friend.
So-
Unless they have a reason not to fuck you.
And there he added the context. And the reason I said it is because, like, in order for a woman could never friend zone a man.
Yeah.
But a man can friend zone a woman. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if a woman friend zone a man, that doesn't mean he wants to be her friend.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
He's
That just
biding his
mean,
time.
but if a man friend zones a woman, that means he for sure just wants
He
to be
don't
her
wanna
friend.
fuck you.
He don't want to fuck. So it's possible, but he has to initiate it.
Yeah.
You can't. So I think that's where the women be like, oh, I don't want to give him my number. I want to talk to him. I'm going to just be his friend. And you think he give you all these conversations and lunch? No. Now, because like I got a lot of women friends, but I never looked at him like that. And I feel like another thing as a man to control your urges. If you can associate them with family,
That's the only way.
but you feel what I'm saying? Like if you like, yo, you could turn off your horny if you thinking about your fucking family. So it's like if you see this person,
Well, I'm from North
legitimately-
Carolina.
Yeah, I would say down south, they were like the second cousin.
They don't do that all the time
Y'all
down there, bro.
motherfuckers nasty. But to
I
land
know
a-
me, but I've seen
I respect it,
some stories.
but basically,
Yeah, the
I feel
family
like
reunion.
whatever your
Get
psychological boundary that you can create in your mind
Facts.
to shut down, and as long as a woman don't do something to remind you that she's a woman, essentially, like you could just look at her like a friend. Like we friends, but you want to come out in some booty shorts or something. Like now, granted. If you a friend to a man, you shouldn't do that. But at the same time, if you really a friend, you ain't gonna look at it like that. But some niggas can't control that. Cause it's like, it's like nigga, like, man, like, I ain't want to see you in that way. Ill, like, fuck out of here. But if it ain't ill, then that motherfucker
He will fuck
you.
Yeah.
If it ain't ill, he will fuck you.
Every single woman, right? It's the test you can do. And I guess we got to wrap up.
But yeah, this got to be the last.
You got to be universally attractive though.
Well, a lot of women, most women ain't universally attractive.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and y'all need to know that.
Yeah. I forgot to give your wife this gift that we had for her, so I'm giving it to you, and you're gonna give it to her. Your fiance. Can somebody pass me that?
Keep talking about it.
Yeah. So, women, you could test all your male friends. Say you're drunk. Send a text that says you're drunk.
Yeah,
this is for Stormy.
Thank you.
Can you make sure she get that?
This
it's
is
not
for Stormy.
You can put the lip gloss on. You can try for. I don't know if you like.
That's wild.
It's a good product.
It's some universal stuff in there though. It's like
the lip gloss is universal.
No, the lip gloss not. But it's soap in there.
You
Take some of the products out.
No, not me, but I don't discriminate against
so this is the soap. I use that. Like, this is the soap. You open it up and put it towards the camera.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, this is good shit. I use that. Oh, and that's the thing you use to...
Nigga, this oats?
Yeah, okay.
She got oats in her shit, bro.
She make that shit by hand.
Did she make it by hand?
Yeah.
You got the clean... I feel protected?
That's what you use to put the scrub on.
Oh, you dip it.
There's a little joint in there. No, it's on the other side. That.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Don't take it off.
All right,
like a little sponge.
Got you.
And then you see the lip gloss. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, T-shirt Cosmetics.
All right, bet.
She got that shit going on.
Yeah. But last thing, women.
And there's a flashlight on there.
Oh, that's hard.
To open it up. Go ahead.
You open it up, Q.
Why? It's yours.
Y'all being real, whatever right now. This is an ism. Some type of...
Oh, that's fire,
And they
bro.
got the mirror.
With the mirror?
Yeah.
That's fire. What's her... What is this? T-Cherie?
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire. That's hard.
He ain't got no use for it, but he just knows fire.
Yeah, that it seems like a product that can sell.
No, I'm telling you, I believe in that shit.
No, facts. Then what's this?
Oh, that's the
I'm gonna use this. I like this.
He said, "Yeah, this is mine."
I like this.
Yeah, that's the oil. You can put it on your face and stuff.
No, that's facts.
Yeah. So.
Thank you for giving my girl some stuff, and we love you too. But yeah, women, text the dude, say that you're drunk and that you've been angry and you need some dick. Text any male friend that you got that at 12:35 to 3 a.m. and you'll see who he really is.
Yeah, because I'll be pissed if I got a real female best friend. I'm like, ew, who the time? I'll be like, can you tell your boyfriend stop texting my phone?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna just automatically, her nigga just text. Tell your boyfriend stop fucking texting me that dumbass shit. Like, but no, that different niggas got different approach. That might work. Y'all should try that.
That's a test.
Let us know in the comments or in the fucking DM so we know when we come back on here. Yo, Sean,
test your male friends.
This shit, it worked. You know what I'm saying? Because you do want to know that. I feel like, yeah, man, but men couldn't friend zone women if they genuinely just feel like, I don't want to fuck her. Like, cause it's like no matter how little she try to flirt, nigga gonna be curbing that shit.
Nah, but you want me to tell you what I think? Okay, we gotta wrap this up. But want me to tell you what I think men friend zone is?
Guide you. She got it.
Friends with benefits. That's men friend zone.
Where you don't want to escalate it at all. Just know we right here with it. We just here.
Yeah, that's men friend zone.
I'm gonna have my cake and I'm eating it.
Hey, men family zone you.
I was a kid.
Oh yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
We a family because I say that's my sister. Yeah, that's what I fuck with that.
Friend zone, you not want to be there, ladies.
I respect.
Yeah, I was the king of like I can do this forever with never no intention of
100%.
Yeah. Totally.
This is where you cap off. Like
Right,
it doesn't go better.
Ceiling on
but
there.
as y'all know, man, we all long winded. You know what I mean?
Damn.
We could go on forever, and we have to do our. We got to do this again sometimes. I feel like it's standard to say like at this point. We just got to have this.
I come to hey, I got a studio and everything, man.
Now he just made it. He made it actionable. Because he gave us a location.
He said it.
And he has the play. Okay, now this will happen again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So now we can actually bring Stormy back. And all we got to do is bring the pillows.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all you need, bro.
Perfect.
I mean, really, we could just do 2 episodes with him. Just all like straight bro vibes.
Part
Like,
two,
that's cool.
okay. All right, we politicking about relationships and fatherhood and shit.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, so we gotta do this again. This was fun, man. I appreciate you taking the time to tap in. It was dope when we tapped in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And had a real dope ass. This was another organic because it was crazy because. When I met Sean, he was with Stormy, but I was talking to Stormy. He was just off to the side. He was just kind of chilling, like he ain't saying nothing. And then when I was found out, I'm like, oh shit, like you know how you could tell when somebody together because the person up their ass. Nah, like he was like,
I was doing my own thing.
He was doing his own thing. So I thought it was even more dope that they was there together, but they both was working a room in different ways.
He was sizing you up though. It's cool.
No, I never felt that vibe though. I ain't get that vibe.
It's cool. He did it.
I trust my girl. I ain't got to worry about that.
No,
because
I ain't get that vibe, and it's like that made it even more dope because to be in the same proximity, we having like a fucking 20-minute dope ass conversation, but like he said, like he never, it wasn't even that. Then when he came out and I found out that they were not even was engaged. I just thought y'all was together. I found out today. So I don't know if y'all just got proposed.
Oh, shit. No. It's been that way.
I knew y'all was together, but I didn't know it was like y'all was engaged until she said it on the podcast. So I'm like, oh shit, that's what's up. That's dope. But all in all, though, yeah, it was a good conversation. I'm glad we was able to connect here. Y'all coming to my city, so we got to make sure we maintain this relationship and continue to foster it and build it, and just go from there.
And try some trash Atlanta food together, maybe. Yeah.
Atlanta food not trash. I don't know what the fuck.
Fight back.
Talking about, bro.
Okay.
That shit not trash.
I mean, he coming from Carolina, so he close enough to the south. It's probably an upgrade.
Slave bias. Nigga
out there eating tobacco.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
I grew up in a tobacco farm, nigga. You know what it was like?
you know what I do to get some lobster mac and cheese?
We don't even have lobster, nigga.
Nigga, you ever seen a lake? Let alone a fucking ocean, nigga. You know, fucking lakes in Carolina. Nigga was slaves there. No, but yeah, we got good things. But yeah, all in all, man, it was fun. I feel like we pretty much gave our final thoughts, so I'll skip that segment. But what I will say is we definitely got to continue to build. You know what I mean? So let's do that. Anybody out here, I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. I want to come here. Hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. Just understand that as you let people know, we grow. So we need y'all to share this out to as many people as possible. Do not gatekeep this. We're here for laughs, entertainment. We also want to make sure there's thought-provoking conversations. So if you learn something, post a clip. If you got a topic that you want us to cover, send us a message. Until next time, y'all can follow me at WolfWSC.
You can follow me at GetGrantIT or at ShutUpSean_.
Gotcha. And right on Q Live, as in the right side on QUE Live. Right on Q Live.
Yeah, so y'all heard it here. Until next time, the Wolf has spoken. Let's get it, sir.